Welcome back to the video blog. This is Fort Lauderdale on ice, otherwise known as Toronto, or if you're from the city, properly pronounced as Toronto. It's a three-syllabled word, by the way, Torontonians. My name, Adam Daniel Mezei. I'm a PMD, producer of marketing and distribution, pmdforhire.com. Well, this is Magic Hour here on Sunday the 11th, and I just wanted to get this video blog in before the light went out. So I wanted to ask you a question. What fires your furnace? What turns your crank? What gets you going? What inspires you? And not all that way, of course. I don't mean that way. What inspires you from a business perspective? This is the kind of stuff that gets me going. Things like Inc. magazine, for example. This is the latest edition, or Fast Company magazine, or Filmmaker magazine. Real life magazines that I can sit in a coffee shop and turn the pages of, or books that are similar, but magazines in particular because they're more recent and relevant. Those are the kind of things that really get me cranking. There was an article that I was reading last night about how Korean American startup CEOs are returning to South Korea, of course, to open up multi-million-dollar tech businesses and to leverage some of the South Korean infrastructure in fiber optic cable. Of course, if you don't know that, South Korea has some of the fastest internet on the planet. In fact, most people, I thought we're tethered over here in North America. Koreans are like uber tethered. I'm just shivering a little bit because I'm a little bit going from a concentration of heat to a concentration of cold. Anyway, I also had a chance to watch Gary Vaynerchuk's keynote address on the subject of the Inc. 500 5000. Listening to Gary Vaynerchuk, of course, is the author of Crush It, The Thank You Economy, and who's the owner of WineLibrary.com. Unbelievable keynote speech with all kinds of F-bombs, S-bombs, D-bombs, B-bombs, like you name it. He's got every possible bad word under the book that's going out in that keynote, but it doesn't affect his delivery. The guy knows his stuff cold. I think in general, some people, some Puritans, whatever you want to call them, might be turned off by somebody who uses language which is a little bit incendiary, but because Gary Vaynerchuk knows his stuff cold, you could follow him at Gary V-E-E on Twitter. Because Gary knows his stuff cold, he really kind of can get away with stuff like that. But his speech, it lasted an hour and 1 minute. He is so unbelievably inspiring, that guy, and how he speaks. And it's like he can destroy the world. And I believe that Gary Vaynerchuk is going to one day be the owner of the New York Jets, the football team, in the NFL. Because he's that enthused about the stuff that he does. He's really great, and he's a fantastic entrepreneur, and he's so inspiring. And this magazine is so inspiring, among the other things that I do on Saturday nights. And I immediately got on the horn, and I told a couple of friends about it, and I conveyed, you know who you are, by the way, who's watching this. I immediately let them know how inspired I was and how it led to inspiration on another front. So I was very glad to have come across that, to have this subscription come to the house, and also to basically just continue to be doing the things that I do and to help everybody individually as I'm doing. If you're a business owner, some of the things that Gary talks about, thank everybody individually. Really, if you have a small client base, there's no excuse for you not to give super individual service to each and every one of your clients, because that's what they deserve, because they basically keep you in business. And just some interesting speaking techniques which I'm going to pull into play for 2012 that I picked up from Gary, and some things that I picked up from the magazine. So thank you again for watching. I'm going to get back inside because I'm kind of a little bit shivery, as you can see from my shakes, my rattles, and my rolls. Thankfully, it's not affecting my speech too much, and I'm not stuttering and chattering my teeth. And what else can I say? The beard's coming in quite nicely. By another 2 weeks from now, you probably won't be able to see my lips, but that's okay, because sometimes we have to make sacrifices for the things that we love. Once again, you can follow me on Twitter at TheRealADM. If you want to follow me over there, add me on Facebook, and be good, okay? Be good. Who's your daddy?